1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Friha Hassan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says a holistic approach is needed to tackle climate change. Pakistan and Tajikistan have reiterated commitment to further strengthen bilateral relations in diverse fields. In another move to Indianize illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, fascist Indian government has directed to ensure its flag is hoisted on all government buildings in the territory. A report by US State Department says societal violence based on religion and caste continues to be a serious concern in India, with Muslims being most vulnerable group. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says a holistic approach is needed to tackle climate change. In a tweet today, sharing his article published in The Times, he said financial commitments are also required to deal with this issue. In his article, Prime Minister has highlighted the risks faced by Pakistan due to climate change. Pakistan and Tajikistan have reiterated commitment to further strengthen bilateral relations in diverse fields. The resolve was expressed during delegation-level talks between the two countries in Dushanbe. Pakistani side was led by Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, while Tajik side by its Foreign Minister Sirojuddin Muhyiddin. Both sides stressed the need to further strengthen and make vibrant institutional mechanisms such as Joint Ministerial Commission and Joint Working Groups. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said Pakistan's Gwadar port provides Tajikistan the shortest route to Southeast Asia, Middle East, and Africa. He said the port can prove to be instrumental in increasing trade volume between Pakistan and Tajikistan. Finance Minister Hamad Azhar has expressed satisfaction over the interest shown by leading world investors in the Eurobonds pitched by Pakistan. In a tweet today, he said Pakistan very successfully concluded its first ever three-tranche capital market transaction yesterday with 5, 10 and 30-year Euro bonds at 6%, 7.375 and 8.875%. Finance Minister said global investors have shown their great confidence in the country's economy and future outlook. In another move to Indianize illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, fascist Indian government has directed district officers of the territory to ensure that its flag is hoisted on all government buildings and establishments under their jurisdiction. According to KMS, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir Manoj Sinha has asked the officials to implement directive within next 15 days. It is pertinent to mention that before the repeal of its special status on 5th of August 2019, Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir had its own flag hoisted on all government buildings. US State Department report on human rights practices in different countries has revealed that societal violence based on religion and caste continues to be a serious concern in India. The report says the Muslims and Dalits are most vulnerable groups. It says freedom of expression is at a low ebb in India as criminal defamation laws are used to prosecute citizens who criticize government or its policies. The report adds that harassment and detention of journalists who are critical of government in their reporting or social media messaging also continues in India. The Arab coalition has destroyed 2 drones launched by Houthi rebels towards Saudi Arabia's Jizan region. The coalition also carried out over 21 airstrikes at different Houthi positions in Marib and Hajjab provinces of Yemen. The United States has ordered its non-emergency diplomats to leave Myanmar amid growing violence in that country. According to US State Department, the decision has been taken to protect the staff and their families. Meanwhile, candlelit vigils are being held in the country for over 500 people killed in protests since the military coup last month. The violent actions of Myanmar's junta have triggered international condemnation and threats of retaliation from some of the country's ethnic armed groups. And in Afghanistan, 19 militants have been killed in Helmand province in latest clashes with security forces. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.